Okay. Anybody want to volunteer for player recap?
Sure. Combat.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I forgot because we got cut off in the middle of the session because weather. I forgot that we did not go beyond that. Okay. Yes,
Make
so
doing my news report very easy.
back to you. Uh, okay. So, when we left off, you guys had just completed combat. We had, well, there was one more red brand, but Tomas is just going to quickly make sure he gets home safely. Um, excuse me. Um, the only person left is Scar. And during the combat, he had kind of haphazardly been going through the motions to put on the performance or appearance that he was fighting and trying to take you guys out. Um, Let me reshare that for you guys. But with some good insight checks and faith in the good lords above, you guys entrusted that he was not genuinely trying to cause you harm. After he had tried to cause, I believe it was Valor, harm, and then he was basically intimidated into back off. Um, Outside, Bliss had help. Hilda put out the fire that one of those dirty red brands had started. Um, the
Totally. It
rest
was
of
absolutely a red brand.
yes, absolutely. Um, Karan, I believe that you had collected the winnings from
Obviously.
the table, and believe we were picking up with that. Bliss having exterminated the fire, Thomas having exterminated the red brand, and the rest of you inside. How would you like to begin? As the once rowdy, loud tavern has kind of fallen into an eerie silence, very hollow and empty, save for the occasional clinking of coin as Kara retrieves them from the table, and the heavy breathing of yourselves and Scar, who is kind of watching you guys wide eyed, ready to reach for the weapon that he had put on the bar top at any moment's notice.
And where did the owner go?
She's that V near the barn. She ran over to grab some water, remember?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and
She's the V.
remove
Okay, I got it.
that, and we're going to make her visible once more. I can't thank you enough for helping stop the fire. I just hope my house is salvageable.
Well, you're welcome. I think, I hope the damage isn't too bad. Maybe we can do a little bit of mending here and there.
As you say this, she looks to you and then to the house that is out, but there's still like a little bit of smoldering, just to kind of drive that home. It might take some more than minting. Do you know any carpenters?
Nope, but while my friends take care of whatever's left in the tavern there, I think I'll maybe start to do some mending on the house, and I'll get to work doing what I can with mending cantrip.
Thank you. And she is going to go inside, just walking through like the wall. Like it's the bone structure and everything is there. It's not completely demolished or anything, but there is a chunk like where the door was that's essentially burned away enough that she can just walk straight through. And you can hear, if you stay outside, you can hear like a loud, exasperated sigh as she begins to cry. seeing that her bed and her chest is pretty much burnt away.
Just gonna
Well,
go up to her, tap her on the shoulder. On the shoulders. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't stop him. Looking down to the floor. Bless, you're a good guy for helping. You know.
Well, my pleasure. And yeah, I'll sort of follow her lead, and I'll do you know, whatever mending takes care of, like 1 foot at a time of,
Yeah.
you know,
It,
I'll
it'll take a while because the way that it is worded is mending will fix it will unless they've changed it for 2024. I always forget that's the thing. Let me double
Nah,
check.
probably not. It's not really meant for structural repairs.
Yeah, and
You know, it tears, rips, and
A
clothing.
single
yeah,
break or
single
tear in an
break.
object.
Yeah, and that is. Yeah,
So
it's still
it'll
the
be
same.
mostly ineffective. But I'll spend some time to, you know, be like, oh, that little corner there looks a little better, and
Remember to charge.
As she watches you do this, she's kind of sifting through what remains in the room. The bed is not completely destroyed. The structure of it, the bed itself, the frame is salvageable, but the straw mattress and all of the bedding and stuff is gone. It's burnt up. And looking at the chest, she picks up what remains of it and carries it with her. There's not a lot left. Most of it is it looks basically like she has like the bottom third of the chest that's singed and burned and charred. And she stops and looks to you and will walk over and put a hand on your back. She's pretty small in comparison to you. I appreciate you trying, but I think we might need someone that can actually help rebuild. But I appreciate you. It's the thought that counts.
well, we'll put in a word with Master Harbin next time we see him, and maybe he can send someone over.
I appreciate it. If only our woodworker hadn't been killed. I'm not sure if there's anyone else capable. But we can ask.
Huh. I wonder what did ever happen to the woodworker. Maybe the folks inside the tavern are getting some information on.
And we will pan over to those of you in the tavern. What are you all doing?
The guy's weapon is on the bar tabletop, right?
Yes.
Right. I think that it'd be a good idea to try and get some, like, information directly from a Red Brand. So, could I telepathically speak to Umarel and just discuss with him, like, now that this guy is surrendered, to some degree at least, do you think it's going to be a good idea to try and get some information on the Red Brand's location, how many there are? Anything else you can think of?
And are you telling this to me, like, be like a message feed in my head?
Yeah, I can only do it to one person at a time, and you're the closest person.
Umar's gonna say, I believe that would be a smart idea, but I will tell you this. Do not go in my head. I appreciate that. I like to have a keen mind, so if you need to speak, I'm right here. This guy's clearly a Joe Schmo of a merc, but it'd mean a lot to me if you respected my boundaries, you know.
In that case, he'll nod instead of responding in your head. I'll send a different telepathic message to Valor and just say, Valor, do you mind being intimidating and tall behind the guy for me?
Valor will nod his head and kind of. You said behind him?
Yeah.
Valor will approach. Is that table still there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll kind of walk around him, and as he's approaching, he'll say, "You held your hand back. So I have to ask you, Scar, do you care about the last of your friends?"
I held back because I value my life more than theirs.
Smart man.
Valor will give a look to Charon, like telling him, like, now's your chance.
Right then. The entire time that I'm going to be talking to him, by the way, I do want to be looting his friends, like blatantly in front of him, just rummaging in their pockets, seeing if there's anything.
All right, go ahead and give me
Well,
an
it's-
investigation.
Da-da-da-da-da.
And actually, that reminds me. I believe you guys had done investigation last session before we lost connection, and I had sent some information to some of you, correct? Or is that just from when you had pickpocketed?
Oh yeah, I think that like I have like a note.
Oh yeah, I had a note
Okay.
too. That's why the fight started.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. I have half of a burnt letter that reads, "Stop asking questions about the obsidian stones." Well, I guess I'm not in there, so I can't tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have to remember later that I have some stuff.
Okay.
Well, we'll bring the info together.
Okay.
I need to stop sending messages to Denali because I can't find. There it is.
Okay. And I'll start pinning stuff like that. We can pin the information like that in our messages too, just so that way we can keep track of everything. And I'm glad that I remembered that because I don't want to give you the same information that somebody already else has because it wouldn't actually be there. So, as you were pickpocketing, and I apologize in advance, I don't even know what to call you right now. My little nuisance redeemed points for me to
Gremlin
sing
turn.
song mode for Scar's reaction. So I apologize in advance. But with that, let me bring this up. In total, there. You are going to find a total of 37 gold pieces. On each of them, you find that they each have a short sword. So there were 5 short swords, as Scar's is on the table. Each of them have the red cloak. On Bob, he had a almost like you are a nuisance, like a maroon bandana as well. Beyond that, the other important items have already been pulled and distributed appropriately.
I'll move the short swords like into a pile somewhere that's definitely out of the guy's reach, just in case he goes for anything else while I'm doing this. But I'm just pocketing the money.
Okay.
I don't think I want to look like a Red Brown Bear. Their style is lacking at best.
Okay. At best. That's the cool cloak you get. Okay.
So then, Scar, before this unnecessary incident, found this little bit of paper. Remind Alderleaf what happens if they don't pay. Do you want to explain a little bit of that?
He looks to you as you speak to him. looting the bodies of his companions, throwing the swords to the side, letting them pile, and the clanking as they hit the ground kind of echoes and fills that empty space where you are not speaking. And you see that he is, like, making sure that his weapon is still within reach.
Is he obviously doing that?
He is. He's not trying to hide it. You can insight if you'd like to, but he's not hiding it at all.
Can I just use Mage Hand to push it off the table behind the desk so it's like out of sight?
Absolutely.
Let's not have a second scuffle. The first one didn't go well for you.
It went better for me than it did for my friends.
I'd already forgotten you were doing that.
I'm not sure of the specific orders on the note that you're talking about,
Oh, yeah.
but...
Let's go.
Huh?
Just saying Silicon Stone.
But I do know that we've been shaking down the businesses, taking money from people, just following orders, you know? But this is all, like, very menacing and, like, very, like, stoic as he's doing it. Like, he's not trying to be,
It
like,
is
a
not.
badass, but he's, like, very, like, blunt about it. Like, very matter of fact. And he has the voice of an angel, I'll have you know.
You're gonna have to repeat that. I was gonna say you're gonna have to repeat the points you made without singing because I was too distracted by the singing for that one.
Same.
Didn't actually get any of it.
He basically was saying that I don't know the specifics of Alderleaf, but that the Red Brands have been taking money and shaking down businesses and taking money from people, and they're just following orders, you know, as one does.
So unimportant grunt work, right. I was kind of hoping that you were important to some degree.
Important enough for you to not kill me.
More that you were just the only one sensible to give up before the sword came for you.
I'll take it.
Well, is there any other information about the Red Wrens you could give us? I know that you do frequent this bar a bit, but I've heard a bit of a rumour that you'd like to frequent the ruined... Why is it the person with bad memory doing interrogations? It's the ruined sort of... Was it just a manor on that hill?
Mhm.
Good, because I don't have that map open either, so I can't see anything.
Good. Oh, let me share that one for you guys. My apologies. I meant to share that one earlier. And then children. So share this.
Oh, do you have to manually reshare them each time that we open them?
If you, so at the top left corner of the map, you'll see the little, like, dragon icon, and if you hover over it, it'll say drag record link. And then at the bottom of the program, you'll see there's the 1 through 12 different windows, and if you hit Alt or Control or Shift, it'll bring up a different one, a different, like, section. You can drag and drop literally anything that is on Fantasy Grounds, whether it's something that I have shared with you or something from your character sheet. And that way, if you want to be able to bring it up and you don't want to go and, like, have to fish for it or search through different things to find it, you can literally just go down to the menu at the bottom and click on it.
Oh, so I don't need to store quills just in the background somewhere.
Correct.
I would like to say though that sometimes those things on the bottom get deleted.
Yeah,
So
that
take that
happens.
into consideration.
Yeah, that happens when, and I believe it's only like if I have to switch from private to public or public to private, then it resets things. So I'm just leaving things as is. I believe this one is set to public right now. So if some doofus McFuckbutt decides to join, we'll just kick him. And that way we don't have to worry about the settings getting messed up. Another thing that you can do, like if you close out the battle map that you guys are on, If you go to the combat tracker and you double click your character token, that will bring up whatever map your token is on.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yes.
that is
so
interesting.
So if I ever forget to share, you can do that or let me know. Yes, Umaril.
Okay, I utterly spilled the water over my desk. Give me like 1 second.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness. Okay,
no, it's
absolutely.
fine. Not a big deal, but I'll still be here. But I'm just
Okay.
gonna clean this up real fast. So
Okay.
yeah,
As we see his
Denali, what was-
PC burning up in the background. Sorry.
The way he was just so nonchalant and casual about it, I would be like freaking out, like, buy a keyboard. um, rolling.
Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah, it's a design.
Oh, you grab the corner. Okay, I see.
The little
There you
black symbol in the corner.
A little black thing in the corner.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a dragon. So you can be dragging these down to your menu. As you say this, Karen, he rolled terribly. Again, like I said earlier, he's not an idiot, but he is dumb. And he kind of narrows his eyes at you, and you can see that beads of sweat are beginning to form on his brow. And he narrows his eyes at you. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. And without insight, you can tell that he's kind of just being a shit. He's being stubborn.
Listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Coroner's not going to be completely honest with him.
Okay.
I have some mental abilities, and I'll project that into his head, so he knows I'm serious about this. I do have some psionic powers.
Mhm.
These powers do allow me to read your thoughts. So I could just pull the information from you if I want. I will also say, I have only done it once or twice. And the state of the person afterwards wasn't the best, but I did get the information I need. You do with that information as you will, and I'll go back to rummaging in his friend's pockets.
All right. Firstly, I would like you to roll deception. I will give you advantage because you have pried or pushed yourself into his mind.
I saved the character sheet and then immediately lost it. Oh, am I echoing? I'm sorry.
It's picking up on both sides, I think. Okay.
I'm good at lying.
Go ahead and give me intimidation, please. Also with advantage. You see his Adam's apple bop as he gulps. What do you want to know? I hate you, JJ.
This is disarming intimidation so much.
If it makes you feel any better, this is a much more mild version. In my Saturday group, it turned into like a whole song and dance number that was basically on par with Rocky Horror Picture Show. Fishnets, stockings, everything. I have no regrets on that one.
That was fun. That was fun.
They did the can and it was great.
Everybody can.
Come on now, you've proven to be intelligent. You know the kind of info we need. You want to be the one who lives. The rest of you, debatable whether that will happen. But right now, you focus on your own safety. So you tell us where you are, how many there are, any secret entrances in your places, that sort of thing.
I'll tell you what you want to know, but on one condition, as he turns to look at you, Valor, and he scans your eyes. I leave with my life, and you don't come for me.
I can promise you no one in this tavern will hurt you.
He's going to
And I'm
then
not
say
lying.
that.
I'm not lying.
I know you're not, but the way that you said that, I want the word that none of your friends will cause me harm.
If, and only if you give us the information we are asking for, then your life will be spared. But do not test us.
There is a secret entrance to the manor, hidden deep within the dense foliage on the outskirts. There's a tunnel that goes into the lower portion of the manor. He looks down at the bodies, and you can see him kind of moving his mouth as he's counting. There are 12 more of the red brands there. Glass staff. Some purple beasts with one large eye guards that area. There's, he stops and thinks, I believe, 3 bugbears, and may or may not be goblins at this point.
You just see me start shaking my head the moment I hear bugbears. Like, I'm not a big fan of these Fae. Anyways, proceed.
Fair enough. I've only got a few more questions myself, unless any of my friends have any, but the woodworker of this town. I don't suppose you happen to have information on him as well? What may have happened to him? And his family?
As far as I know, they've been taken to the manor and made as comfortable as one could be there against their will. I don't know for how long.
Fair enough, fair enough. I feel like I would have finished looting his friends at this point, so I'm going to sit down on a stool in front of him now.
He'll kind of take as much of a step back as he can, bumping into the bar stool behind him. His eyes are... He's standing tall and standing his ground physically, almost, save for the
Against a
step
person
back.
who's sitting down? Ah. God, he must really feel insecure.
He looks at you incredulously. I'm literally surrounded by you and your friends as his eyes dart back and forth between you, Umaril, and Valor.
I'm just going to pick up my nails while he says that. What about the goblins nearby?
What about him?
I'm just wondering how the Red Brands deal with these goblins.
That I'm not sure about. You would have had to ask him, he says as he motions his head over towards Bob's corpse.
Well, if only he was more intelligent. Oh
Clearly
well.
not, as I'm here standing and he's not. And you can see his fist kind of clenching.
I mean, we've got the this is not Goran speaking now. We've got the information that I wanted. Does anybody else have anything they wanted to ask him?
Dylan, did you say black staff or glass staff
Glass.
for like the boss? Okay, you had me concerned for a second.
Yeah, we're not in Blackstaff yet.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, you know, I'm not sure this is in the module. I'm joking. Umaril's gonna kind of pipe up and say, in word of your leader, why does he have you coming to this town that has practically in the middle of nowhere.
Let me roll to see how much of that
You
he
do
would
far
actually
much better in other places, like let's say Daggerford or Cormier. Why here exactly?
He stops and thinks for a moment, and you can see his wheels turning. All I know is that there's rumors of something nearby. I don't know what or where it is, just that it's something big. I've heard Bob talking about it behind closed doors. He always forgot how loud he got when he'd been drinking. Private conversations weren't quite so private when he had a few tankards in him. But whatever it is, it's something big.
I'm gonna kind of turn back to the group and say, okay, well, what do we do with him? I'm not too fond. I'm kind of like blatantly kind of saying this, like, you know, I don't necessarily enjoy killing, but will you do this again in the future? I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe join some other bandit group of some sort, but I want to know your thoughts. I'm curious. It's like, should we let him go? Should we, you know, he may go back to Glassstaff. Anything's possible, but
You gave your word.
We did. Well,
I'm gonna just like, you know, dismiss him. Not quiet. You chose this life.
I didn't choose the red brand life. The red brand life chose me. Sorry.
I'll ask him what does he like want to do? What's he immediately going to do when we leave? Like when we release him?
Leaving this town, this group.
Not giving them any heads up that we're on our way?
No. In fact, if you want, you'd probably be able to get a bit of a surprise on him if you were to go tonight. Some of them would probably be asleep. And you can go that direction, and I'll go the other. You know from our encounter here, I have no magical capabilities. I have no way of casting or magically teleporting myself or sending information. And you can ensure that I won't be going ahead of you and sending any kind of warning.
I'm gonna insight check him.
Absolutely. Counterspell!
See if this.
I'd like to as well.
Absolutely. Anyone who wants to that's in there can absolutely do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
We roll.
That's
I don't get that often.
solid. Killing it. Starting off strong. Okay. So Karin and Valor, you're not really entirely sure. Like, I feel like you guys might. Well, maybe Karin wouldn't want to believe him, being that you've not encountered this man before. You don't know his tells and his quirks when he is lying or anything like that. But you guys do know the look of fear. And you see that very much here, even though he is trying and failing to exude bravery. Umaril, you do hear a slight waver in his voice, and his eyes do continue to dart between all of you. But you recognize that not as the signs of deceit, but of a man willing to do anything to walk away with his life.
all right. With that information, Uma's feeling kind of confident that he's gonna stick to his word. I'm gonna be like, well, unless you have any other questions, I think you should be on your way.
He looks to you out of the corner of his eyes, and he will slowly raise one hand up, like a slow, like I'm not doing anything, and then take it to his cloak and slowly bring up the other hand and undo the tie and let the cloak drop to the floor. I would ask that you allow me to take my weapon to defend myself. The roads are treacherous, as I'm sure you know. And there's a little smirk as he says that, and he kind of drops his head slightly.
I'm not going to make any move to stop him.
Okay. He, if you guys stay where you are standing, he will slowly make his way to the bar top, and he ends up climbing over as you guys are standing there, and will climb over and pick up his blade. And without taking his eyes off of any of you, you watch as he comes around the corner and sheaths it, and then holds his hands up as he navigates his way out of the tavern, keeping his
Valor
back.
will accompany him.
Okay. He's gonna do a dex save because those ball bearings are still there. He biffs it. Absolute insult to injury here. Absolutely biffs it. And will kind of groan a bit.
Can
and,
Valor like catch him a bit?
give me a dexterity throw, please.
Question is, do I see him and like, wait, we've got one of them trying to escape?
Yeah, you would see him and Valor coming out. Alright, you are able to kind of grab onto his elbow or his bicep and catch him before he completely falls. So yes, Thomas, you do see Valor and Scar coming out. And he stops and looks at you and takes a beat to see what it is that you are going to be doing, if anything.
So, you're one of the red bands, huh? With my crossbow just up like this.
Was. And he
Was?
raises his chin. Not defiantly, but almost accepting whatever it is that you're going to do in this moment.
Well, you seem to have fallen on my barbarians. I think you should help me pick them up. I start collecting them one by one. Come on, don't just stand there. Come on, I've got a lot to pick up here, man.
Tomas,
Baylor, come on.
he's been through enough today. Let's let him go. I will come back.
He's turning
help.
over a new page. Help a man help himself.
He begins to back away from you, navigating around your ball bearings, continuing to walk facing you, walking backwards occasionally, looking over his shoulder to make sure he doesn't run into anything. Are you still following Valor?
Yeah, I just wanted to have like a little short conversation and make sure that he, does what he says he's gonna do and leaves town.
Okay.
Before Valor does that, as he's walking out the door and still within range of my telepathy, can I just impart one final message into his head?
Yep.
Okay.
This mercy will last one time. If you ever do anything to me ever again, I cannot guarantee that your mind will not become a husk of what it is currently. And then I'll just walk back to my table, so he can't respond.
Okay. You, Valor, as you were
They're the good guys.
walking out with him. Yeah, are we the bad
Yeah.
guys? You watch as he grits his teeth and almost winces as his body tenses, his hands ball into fists. And a single tear forms in the corner of his eye as he opens his eyes and is almost glaring at you. I've given you what you want, and I'm on my way out. Do you mean to follow me and kill me out of the sight of your friends?
And out of a like sort of like a respectful sort of like a respectful way. You know, Scar did, you know, make a full attempt to not hit him when he definitely
Thank you
could have.
so much, Matt.
He'll pull down his
you.
he'll pull down his mask. He'll like take his mask completely off.
Oh shit.
Just, well, I'm assuming it's just him that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
that
You
he-
guys have stepped
right?
away. It's just the two of you.
As we're walking, he'll Vela will say, You've told us what we wanted to know about the red brands, but now I'd like to know something else. Something not for tactics or for the game. I did beat you in the arm wrestling contest. I want to know what that mark is. It doesn't look like the kind someone walks away from unchanged. It runs too deep, too close. Was it a punishment? A mistake? Or did someone leave it there to remind you of something? You don't need to tell me if it hurts too much. As you can see, I bear one myself. I'll listen if you want to tell me.
He thinks for a moment, and you see initially there's like a look of like surprise as you reveal your scar. And it turns to an empathetic look as he drops his eyes. It wasn't a monster that gave me this. It was a farmer's son. As he lowers his eyes and he kind of chuckles, but there's no humor in it. There's no joy. You recognize this as one of those moments where all you can do is laugh. It's not funny at all. He was hiding his brother. He'd ratted some of us out to the town master, and I was supposed to rough up the house, make an example of him. Kicked in the door, torch in hand, thought it'd be quick. But he came at me with a sickle, screamed like a fucking banshee. Before I even had a moment to realize what was going on, he'd taken a chunk out of my face. I don't remember a whole lot after that, but I do know that his old man found him later. Broken arm, busted face. I left him for alive, he says as he raises his eyes to meet yours once more. I'm not heartless like some of them, as he kind of looks over you back towards the tavern where the corpses of the other red brands remain. But every time I shave, I see the way he looked at me when I left. That kind of hate doesn't wash away. Am I still cutting in and out?
Not now. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry you went through what you did. Marks are a hard thing to bear. Maybe one day if we meet again, I will share with you where I got mine.
As his eyes meet yours once more, you recognize the look in them. Shame and guilt and a carried burden that very few understand. He takes a deep breath and gives a silent nod before saying, "We can only hope that our paths don't cross again. But until they do, be safe." And he will...
Valor puts his. Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Valor puts his mask back on, and he says, "Good. Now leave, and never come back."
As you say this, he gives another nod, and he will take several steps backwards away from you. Are you moving at all, or are you standing firm and watching?
I'm gonna stand and just make sure he continues on his way.
Okay. And he does. He's going to wait until there's at least 100 yards between you guys, and then he is going to turn and flee. Heading out of
The
town.
kiss and goodbye.
And what?
Heading out of town.
Okay.
He turns to flee. Here, let me mess with my settings. Maybe that's the issue again. Alright, is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you are having this exchange, if you are not full on inspiration, I would be giving you one. Back at the tavern and the house. Card, what are you doing?
Yeah, I just realised what you said. For some reason I thought you meant the entire party.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to be sneaky and be like, if he can't have it, I'll take it. Little devil.
No, I'm just stupid.
No, we're not idiots. We're dumb.
I am an idiot.
Rest
What intelligence do I have?
what are you all doing?
So, Gresta, while we're working on, that's her name, right? Did I remember that right?
Hilda?
Hilda. Oh, I thought it was like Gresta.
No.
So, Hilda, while we're working on cleaning up your house a little bit, it seems like those red brands spend a fair amount of time in your inn, huh?
Mm-hmm. She kind of like furrows her brow as you mention the red brands.
It doesn't seem like you like them very much, but you must have overheard a thing or two about who this Glassstaff guy is. Maybe you've even met him.
No, I've never seen him. As far
Never
as I
seen
know.
him, huh?
No. As far as I know, everything he needs gets taken to him. I don't believe that he's ever left the manor, and if he has, I'm not aware of it. He sends those bastards to do his dirty work.
Well, it's good to know that you're not friends with Red Brand, because then we might have some trouble. But it sounds like you are in the same boat as the rest of the town folks.
Mm-hmm. Only difference is that they take less gold from me. I just take all my ooze. Booze, not ooze. Sorry.
Damn. Yikes.
Not touching that one.
Well, if we're gonna follow up with what we've done here this evening, I imagine we'll be heading over to the manor. Is there anything that you might have learned in any of those Red Brand visits to your tavern that would help us out as we go over there and see if we can't put an end to some of the harassment that you town folks are experiencing?
She thinks for a moment, clutching the lower third of the remnants of this chest. And
You're just so teasing us with whatever is in the bottom of that chest.
I know. She thinks for a moment, and I don't know if they're starting a circus or what it is that they're doing, but they've mentioned something about bears. Something about bears and some other kind of beast. Usually they're in here and they're drunk off their asses and laughing about how stupid and weak everybody else is.
Well, that's certainly not very friendly of them.
No.
All right, bears and beasts. That'll be something to keep in mind. What do you say we head back into the inn and, get our stories straight with the rest of my buddies so that we can make sure that all of us that were here for this little incident are in the least amount of danger possible from reprisals.
You want me to be there for your group meeting?
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. It's better for you to be on the inside than to be viewed as a loose end, if you understand my drift.
She kind of narrows her eyes. I was just starting to like you. Let's go.
That's why I'm saying you should come on inside. The rest of my group isn't all as nice as me, so I'm just giving you some advice in advance.
Let's go. And she kind of like
All
grunts as she's waddling. And stop looking at my chest. I see you.
Liz.
And then Tomas. With ball bearings, I treat that like I treat expended ammo and things like that. That if you take the time to retrieve it, you can retrieve up to 75% of it. So you will have collected most of your balls.
Thank you. I'm glad
You're-
I've got most of my balls. Not all of them, but at least most of them.
Enough. And she will kind of
Enough
like
guns.
waddle as she's heading towards the end of the tavern. And she just kind of gives everyone in here, like, not a dirty look, but you can tell that she's not very happy as she's clutching this to her chest. And will make her way around to the back of the bar. And she's actually going to go the long way as she kicks these bodies as she steps over them. Sons of
Genuinely reminds me
bitches.
so much of my co-worker Alison.
Your coworker is
The way she
awesome.
talks.
And as she comes around, she kind of looks up at you, Umaril, expectantly. Narrowed, beady little eyes with her sun-raisined skin. Pardon me.
I'm gonna like move out the way, like, okay, if you say so, whatever. Shoot.
Yeah.
Alright.
And she'll go behind
Pushed out
the
the way.
bar. And you can hear her kind of like rummaging back there and stuff. And then because she is small, and this is amusing to me, she's got like a little like step stool platform back there. And so you see her little hands come up over the bar top as she like hoists herself up onto it.
Well, hey guys, I was just helping Hilda clean up a little bit of a mess over in the house. And she was telling me about, how the Red Brands tend to frequent her establishment, but she doesn't like them all that much, and mostly they steal the booze from her. Also, we might want to be on the lookout for some bears. I don't know, that didn't make much sense. But, I was thinking while I was trying to, clean up from the fire a little bit, that there might be some dangers of some reprisals to us, or maybe even Hilda, and that we should think about that as we figure out what we want to do next.
Well, based on the information we got from that hooligan, he suggested that if we were to go after him, it would be tonight. I know it doesn't leave us with much time, but he seemed pretty honest, and he's off to God knows where, or some sort, my guess. But he seemed that he didn't really care about his former organization, so I think going tonight could be useful to us.
Are we prepared for it, though? I'm feeling a little tapped out myself. I've only got a small amount of magic left. I can still handle myself if the rest of you do think that we can, though.
Oh yeah, well, speaking of those Red Brand folks, that reminds me. I think I got something. I think I picked something off one of them. Maybe I should take a look at that. Let's see what it
Ooh.
says. I'll just share it with the rest of you. Okay, so Bliss looks at whatever. So he has, I think he has 2 scraps of paper from pickpocketing. One is a half-burnt letter that reads, "Stop asking questions about the obsidian stones. Keep the boy quiet. We don't need another mouth spreading tales."
Ooh.
And yeah, you're gonna say something?
I'm just like thinking what I was gonna say. If you were gonna say something, continue. But I was thinking about what I was gonna say though.
And
But,
I also have a handkerchief that was once white and is now rust-colored and stiff. Folded carefully, maybe a trophy, maybe from a nosebleed. I can't be sure. There is folded parchment within it. All right, so I guess I will take out the folded parchment from within it.
Beautiful. And did I already send you what is on that parchment, or did we not send it because...
Nope, you did not send it.
Okay, let me bring that up.
Oh yeah, it looks like I've got this slightly stiff handkerchief off of Bob. I mean, better than a stiff handkerchief off of Francois, if you know what I'm saying.
Point of inspiration. Where did this go? Here it is. Sending this to you now.
And just so that I know, is Valor like kind of returning at this point in the conversation?
Yeah, I would say that you're back at this point, coming back.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is interesting. This little piece of paper says the following. It says, "Change in plans. The shipment arrives at the hidden entrance in 2 days. Ensure no outsiders learn of the Black Spider's interest in the forge. Kill if necessary. Signed, G."
Is it dated?
I don't see a date on it.
Poor admin keeping.
I will
think
admit,
I'm gonna, just drop
No.
that here
okay.
in the campaign info.
I will admit, I think this package is quite not the biggest of my biggest concerns as of right now. That obelisk he's most definitely speaking of is one. If he got his hands on it, the likes of him, the typical no good, arrogant, I'm assuming wizard, seeing how I don't see the use of a marshal or someone that's really good with a blade taking use of this obelisk. But he's a stunning example of why artifacts like this should not be in his hands. I think we should deal with this glass staff as soon as possible. And if we have enough time, the package as well. Because I can assure you, thousands of lives would be lost if he gets his hands on that.
You're saying if he gets his hands on the obelisk?
Yes. That holds very destructive powers. And a no-good bandit with the hands of, what, a weapon like that? I'm mighty confident I know exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
I can't say the word. Multiple things. He could do, the stereotypical trying to ascend to godhood, as many old wizards of old have tried but failed.
Oh my
He
god,
could
thank you,
Bring about
Bill.
a change of reality.
Thank you.
He could single-handedly change most of the coast if he wanted to, if he had that. Which is why I think we should deal with this now, rather than later. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Liz, my bad.
Well, I was just saying those sound like pretty bad outcomes. Stuff we
They
might
are.
want to avoid.
It's imperative that we do avoid that. The likes of him cannot be trusted with such a thing.
I wonder what this secret entrance might be all about. Did you get any information about that?
Unfortunately, we haven't. We didn't think to really question about that. Our main concern was mostly his leader and why they were in Phandalin.
We didn't wait. I thought we did get some information. The secret entrance is underneath the manor? Like a tunnel of some sort?
Did he mention that, Denali?
Say that again. He did mention that there was a secret entrance. That was the entrance of it was hidden in the thicker, denser areas of the foliage on the outskirts of the manor. So, looking at this map, what he would have said, giving a general idea, would be that it's down in this area.
And that would be the
Okay.
area that I saw, wouldn't it? When I did.
I'm gonna retract my statement then.
Correct.
Whoosh.
Retracting my statement.
Yes. And yeah, that definitely lines up with information you guys had gotten previously. That lines up with what you had gotten with your detect thought moment with Carp.
So what do we think then? What's the plan?
Well, it seems like our choices are either to take some sort of precautions to prevent reprisals in the morning once the Red Brands realize that we murdered a bunch of, well, maybe murder is
Self-defense.
a strong word. Yeah, that I don't know, sent on to the next life a handful of their compatriots. So we could either take some precautions to prevent the hammer from falling in the morning, or we could just go and try to take them out at the manor right now. Do we have any sense of what we would be getting into there?
I believe he said that there was another 12 of them in there. Or at least 12 red bands in total.
And don't forget about the 3 bugbears, the purple beast with the 1 large eye. Don't know what that is.
Anyone have any idea what purple beast with one eye might be?
Could I roll a history check? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Valor saw something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd also,
Anybody?
I'd also like to roll one too, if possible.
Absolutely.
Some sort of demon.
I would like to get another drink from the bar while they're rolling.
Okay. And she will pour one for you, but her eyes are narrowed at you as you do.
Why, I'm paying.
15. She's just very unhappy in general right now.
I will use prestidigitation to get rid of some of the blood in the room then.
Beautiful. Umaril, I think I am going to message you. Doop doop doo. As a player, Umaril, are you familiar with what it is that I just sent you? If not, I will send you some information.
Oh, I am familiar with the play. As a player, I'm
Okay.
familiar with what.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So you would have a general idea. That would be
Mhm.
the thing that comes to mind as you kind of go through the different creatures that could potentially line up with it. That's the one that sticks out the most.
I don't like those guys.
Yay! I was hoping you were going to be the one to get it. For you, Valor, there's not really anything that matches that description for you. I think that, I mean, with the 7, that's terrible. You've seen a lot of one-eyed Goliaths, and sometimes, in you know, if it's extra cold, or if, you know, they're under the weather, or even with war paint, you know, sometimes their skin can take on a purplish hue. But the ones that have one eye normally aren't born that way. It's usually something that happens in combat.
Sorry, guys. I don't really know. The only purple one-eyed beast is in my pants. No, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
That was coming.
Hey, yo,
Can't
what?
rush greatness.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm just thinking of purple-headed
fine.
warrior. Sorry, my bad.
I think the creature you're referring to is a Nothic. Originally, they were wizards, mostly spellcasters of some sort, who indulged too much in their knowledge in gatekeeping whatever they found. And because of it, they were twisted in becoming the form they are today. A lot of them were made that way because of a cruel, evil god, once known as that was once a human. Some of you may already know of him. He is well known for his necromancy and the sorts, but I'm trying to think here. Yeah. Ideally, these creatures serve him usually. It's odd to see why these Nothics would be with this bandit lord, or Glassstaff, we'll call him. He could be a Vecna worshipper, or he couldn't. It's unsure. But I will say, these Nothics are decently capable at spellcasting. Formidable. But yeah, I mean, that's, you know, the rundown Umaril's going to give about these creatures.
How certain are you that's what they are?
I'm fairly certain, 100%. Like, I read I read what these things would have done. I know the history of most of them. They're nothing but greedy wizards, fundamentally, through and through. And
The
their
greed
form
doesn't.
reflects that.
I'm sorry. The greed doesn't matter to me. It's the fact that you're making them out to be a threat. Is it a good idea to go after them right now? Or would it be better to have some time to prepare? Because
Well,
going
I'm
kinda
after
going
a
to
seem-
pose the
spellcast,
question a little bit differently. If we don't go after them right now, what are we going to do about this pile of former Red Brands? And are they going to come after us? Well, not the former ones. The remaining ones would come after.
oh yeah, we do still have corpses here. I have an idea of what to do with this, don't worry. Hilda, do you have a large tub? And Valor, can you help me carry the bodies?
The closest thing I have to a tub is Bessie's water trough.
I'll refill it afterwards.
No. Go bury him in the woods or something. I don't know. I didn't make this mess, but you're not gonna poison my precious heifer.
I wasn't going to poison it. I was just going to melt their bodies with acid to get rid of them.
And then have my cow drink from it? No.
No, I was going to clean it first.
I don't like it. No.
Ah, fine. Valor, help me carry these outside. I'll melt them in a bush somewhere.
Why don't you just bury him like a normal person?
Because I don't know the Mold Earth cantrip. I only know Shape Monster.
She hops down from her little platform, and you hear some more rummaging as you hear a heavy slam and see her little pudgy hands kind of hoist herself back up, and she kind of shoves a shovel off of the bar towards you. Here, you
I'll
can
just look
mold
down.
earth with this.
I'll just look towards it and then pass it to Valor and carry on sitting and drinking. Sounds like physical exertion to me.
But we gotta imagine that Glassstaff and his lieutenants are gonna wonder where Bob and Scar and the other guys whose name I can't remember, where all those guys went. So are we proposing that what we're gonna do is dispose of the bodies, and then all of us and our friend Hilda here are just gonna play dumb until the morning? Hope no one comes. We'll all just go have a nice night's sleep and storm the castle at first light.
You'll
Is
write
that what
it
we're
down.
proposing?
Sorry.
I want
Like I
her to
said,
say, have fun storming the castle.
Like I said, I'm fine with either option. I just want us to think it through first. I'd rather us not get caught in a situation where we're underprepared because we're dealing with... I've forgotten the name of those monsters.
Optics.
Close enough.
Yeah, and 12 of the red brands sounds like, a not insignificant number. Plus some, perhaps, other creatures. We gotta think, though. We might be able to get to Glassstaff without having to fight through all the minions if we use the secret entrance. Possibly reducing the number of enemies we need to do violence to.
If you think it's a good idea, I will follow you in.
Ideally, I don't prefer killing, but I think that secret entrance could be of value to us.
How are we doing in terms of our overall capabilities, given that it's sort of towards the end of the day?
Limited. Out
I
of
could take
character, very, very limited.
Because I'm a warlock, I'm just gonna be like, I could take a quick nap because I'm short rest dependent. But yeah,
Oh, I
Hashtag
hate that
humble
so
brag.
much right now.
yeah.
Think of how many things I used in that fight, though, all at once. You could never do that.
Ooh.
Casting at the highest level. Come on.
Just having a it's like magic dick measuring contest.
Oh, you're not beating me in this contest.
When I have a long rest time now.
Yeah, I'm
No,
fine with the long rest if you guys want to do that.
I'm fine with either. Whichever one anyone thinks is the better option. I'll just be firing cantrips off in the background for most of it and making sure that someone is in front of me at all times.
Looking at you.
So,
Umaru.
so if we decide to go take a rest, maybe the best thing to do would be to shut down the tavern for the rest of the night. Maybe keep Hilda with us, make sure she doesn't get interrogated.
You know, it would be nice if the Lord's Alliance was here, but oh well, I guess they're not. I suppose we have to do it.
We could get some allies. That's a good point, Mr. Umarl.
Yeah, I'm aware. They're just not here at the moment, supposedly. So we're gonna have to clean up this town, and I think Hilda may have to play dumb, or we bring her with us.
Her eyes kind of glaze over. Just playing dumb.
The performance check is through the roof. Are we agreeing on a rest then?
So it sounds like a rest to recover some hit points, or to recover some of our health, refresh our spellcasting abilities,
Anyone disagree?
and ride at dawn, just like Hilda says.
Dawn's a bit much. Can it be a bit later? The crack of noon.
The crack of noon. Oh my god. You guys can go rest. I'll be fine here. As long as you get rid of the bodies and the blood, it'll be fine.
I've been cleaning the entire time. It's the blood oil would be gone by now.
Oh, okay. Then let me go ahead and take that off of the little map.
She was glaring at me. I don't want the person who serves me alcohol to be upset with me.
Fair.
She'll water it down.
Yes. And spit
And
in
like
it.
I noticed, like, we haven't had like townspeople come running because there was a building on fire, right? Like that hasn't happened yet.
No, it has not.
It's close to the red brands. They probably don't care.
They're above table, scared. They're not going to put their noses where it doesn't belong. They're not here to seek trouble.
No, they don't need to seek it. Trouble has currently been wandering around the town questing.
And that's something that you will notice as you guys are going to be heading out for a long rest, going to the Stonehill Inn. The nights that you'd spent here before, there would be people kind of meandering around the streets and going to the Stonehill, and kind of not a bustling city by any means, but there was some activity. Tonight, there is none. The doors are all shut, the windows are all shuttered, curtains drawn, and it is eerily silent, save for a few voices that kind of trail out from the Stonehill Inn as you guys make your way over there.
Well, Hilda, we can offer you protection for the evening if you wanted to come with us. If you prefer to be on your own, that's certainly your choice.
I'll be fine here. If you're going to the inn. And she kind of chuckles a little. I don't fraternize with the competition. It's my attempt at humor. No, it'll be fine.
So are we cleaning up the bodies and all that stuff? Vats
you
of
are.
acid and buried the goopy remnants
For
or
some
whatever.
reason, she seemed to be very against me melting down all the former patrons of her establishment. I don't know why. It seemed like an efficient thing to do, but she's really
Yeah,
against it.
I
Of
don't
course,
have
this
any
is-
problem with melting the dead with acid. They're dead
Yeah, of
already.
course you
So
don't.
Weren't there any dogs we could feed them to?
maybe we
It's-
should save one of them to throw to the giant one-eyed thing.
It's
Yeah.
No, there is a pig. Isn't there like the pig stable nearby? I'm assuming there is.
It's the horses.
Ooh.
there's the horse stable at the elderly farm. You guys have
I'm
not
pretty
seen
sure
any
horses don't eat
pigs.
people.
Yeah. And Hilda would tell you, I don't have a problem with you melting people with acid. I have a problem with you doing it in the container that I use to water my heifer.
That's a reasonable point there.
Fine, fine. We'll just pile them together, dig a small ditch, and we'll melt them in that.
There's a shovel. As she points over, she like leans over the barn. You can see her little legs up in the back as she points to it on the floor.
I'll pass it to somebody else.
If it gets past me, I'm passing it to Baylor.
You're a
Valor,
designated shoveler now.
do you dig a hole? It's also ironic that
Sure.
this dwarf is not like, I'll go dig. Ugh. Sorry.
All right, so let's are you guys okay with like let's sort of head out of the tavern, dispose of the bodies,
Long rest.
and discuss where we're gonna take our rest.
You guys do have rooms that have been secured at the inn. Harbin and Sildar, after you guys helped him realize his greatness and destiny, said that he would secure rooms for you guys at the Stonehenge.
Actually, that was all me. It was me who did that.
That was
Oh,
pretty
no.
epic.
No.
Pretty epic.
Don't give
Tomas,
anybody credit here.
Tomas helped a little, but yeah. That face.
It was mine. Okay.
So yeah, we'll say unless you guys want to roleplay digging and melting people, we can kind of streamline a little to getting to the inn and getting your rooms.
The only thing I would say is let's let Hilda think that we're gonna sleep at the inn, but I would propose that we rough it, and that we, in case the Red Brands come looking for us, that we're not in the place that they.
Am I DCing again?
No, you're fine.
No.
Okay, everything froze on my end and my stomach just dropped. I was like, not again. Okay.
I think we're in good shape.
Okay, perfect. So you were saying that you were going to propose that you guys sleep elsewhere, so that way if she does rat you out, they're not able to find you at the end.
Or even if she doesn't rat us out, that like if folks come looking for us, the obvious place to look would be the tavern, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
other people know that we have rooms there. So
Yes. Okay, so where would you, let me reshare this map so you guys all have it fresh. Where would you guys like to rest for the evening then?
Oh, there's this like cool-looking manor we could probably rest in on the eastern side.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you found all that gold earlier. we can put it towards improving the town, couldn't we?
What goal?
Maybe the temple.
No,
Hmm.
Oh, Quill's still here. Hi, Quill.
Bye, Quill. He's just there so I don't have to keep, like, bringing him up and back and...
Do I have any idea how long it would have taken him to get there and back, by the way, or is he just
Uh,
going to reappear at some point?
He'll just reappear when he's ready. You know it'll be at least a day for him to get there. And then getting the
slow-ass
information,
pigeon.
and then and then a day to get back minimum.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And that's if there's nothing shiny and distracting.
No, he's a focus boy.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
So like I don't know. Let's go out for a little wander around the outskirts of the town and try to find an inconspicuous place that looks like it's well hidden where we could see when people are approaching.
Or we could like camp outside of town, maybe.
Yeah,
That's an option.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I mean. Kind of like
Oh,
on the
okay, gotcha.
outskirts or outside of or
Okay.
whatever.
So would you
Wasn't
guys?
there wasn't there like a barn that we saw somewhere where Tomas was skulking around earlier in the
You see
evening?
the little
I do not
compass tag?
think so.
That's the farm that we went to, I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it moved when we went to the tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
Yeah, so
over
the
here.
elderly farm is there. You guys are... Nope, I don't want to move the whole map. Technically, you guys went from there to... Oh, come on. To over here.
Yeah, we're like here, right?
Yep. Yeah, and then you guys know the Stonehill Inn is here. This is the Townmaster's Hall. Of course, the manor here. You know, the Shrine of Luck here. This here is the Lion Shield Coster, which you guys had been to.
Yeah, and we went over here. There's a
The general goods store.
anyway. Like I think we're looking for I don't know. Can we make like a survival roll or something? We're looking for a campsite where we could see if people were coming.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my question for that is on the outskirts of town. You're wanting to stay close to the town itself, not going back to the main Tribor Trail, correct? Someplace close
Well,
by.
I mean, I think we want to. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but like I think we want to go to sleep soon. Like we don't want to travel for 4 hours to get to a campsite.
The sooner we go to sleep, the sooner we wake up and we punch them while they're still groggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a group survival, please.
Sorry in advance for mine.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Okay.
You said roll for survival?
Yes, please.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh shoot, did I just get kicked out?
Yeah.
That's fine, I can join back.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Perfect, perfect. And
Did you get my roll?
I did not.
Oh.
What was
I
it?
rolled a 10.
A 10? Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, guys, I rolled a nat 20, I'm joking.
Ballin'! Tomas, did you want to roll as well?
Just finding it.
No
There we go.
worries. Okay.
Damn, I'm a survival expert
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys are
fantastic
killing
rolls,
it.
with a +0.
So there's not, as you guys are kind of trying to quickly find a good location, not wanting to take too much time. There's obviously, the forestry over here. Do with that information what you want. There's a couple of little thickets. They're not quite as full as some of the other locations, but on the outskirts here, and then there is an orchard over here that has some more trees that could provide better coverage. There's also a couple little patches up here that are closer to the manor. just on the outskirts of town. Nothing that screams like this is absolute safety with the perfect vantage point and everything that you're looking for, but it's enough coverage that you'd be able to rest and potentially have a decent view if anyone were to be coming.
Orchard?
Mm-hmm.
If you think that's best, yeah.
Yep.
I'm just randomly picked a thing.
Yeah, do we want to go there then? Any objections?
I agree to it.
Let's ride.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Bring this up. Okay, are we, as you guys get over there, you see that there is a small little cottage right here, just on the edge of town, and that the orchard rests behind that. Drawing near, you see that, you know, the doors are shut, the windows are closed, and shutters are closed as well. Very, very nice. But you do see the light of fire kind of dancing, casting shadows along the windows. And yeah, if you guys are going to try and sneak, go ahead and just give me a stealth check, please. Alright, we'll wait for Thomas's, but with the group check, it's looking like you guys are going to be fine. Okay. Good enough for the group check. Okay. So you guys find yourself kind of nestled in between apple trees. No apples yet. There are some blossoms beginning to bloom that kind of hang delicately from the branches of the trees here. That fresh, sweet scent kind of permeates the air here. It's not overwhelming or overbearing. It's very subtle, but pleasant. You guys would be able to set up to rest.
Right then, Bliss will climb up into a tree
Okay.
and get a little feline perch for resting for the evening.
And Valor will cast Good Berries right before going to bed.
Beautiful. How many times?
And then I can only do it once.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's one.
'Cause I use Cure Wounds. Yeah,
That's
I use
right.
Cure Wounds in the fight. And then I can use the other 2 hours for the scroll.
Beautiful, and that will complete that first scroll, correct?
No,
No, do you? Oh, is it one more hour to go?
I got 1 more hour to
more.
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause you
'cause I
got
got
one
2,
done.
and then 1 at the bar. Unless
That's
you give me
right.
2, that's up
Nah.
to you.
Nah. Nah.
Okay.
Good try,
Okay.
though. I respect the effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody is just setting in to rest for the evening?
We're gonna do watch, yeah.
Aaron's going to
Rotate
say, yeah,
watches.
we do need to describe, we do need to discuss watching, and then just goes to sleep.
I'm fine with taking a first watch.
Okay.
I can go second.
Okay.
You muted.
Oops. I said I'd also take one or join someone on the watch.
Okay. Beautiful. What we will do is I would like perception checks from all three of you, please.
Give me a good roll performance, please. That'd be nice. It's better.
Okay. Bliss taking first watch. During your watch, you would hear and see some movement from within the cottage at the edge of the orchard. That doesn't go on too long or too late, and it's about halfway into your watch. The light is gone, and the movement stops. The house silences as it appears whoever resides there has gone to sleep. The rest of your watch would be pretty uneventful. I don't think you'd see a little bit of movement around the inn as like a small handful, like 3 to 4 people, kind of disperse throughout different points of your watch, heading into different homes. One here, and one will head off this direction, and then one over here. But it's pretty uneventful. Umaril, there's nothing of note for your watch, save for the snores and readjustments of your party members as they slumber in or beneath these trees.
Okay. Before I do end my watch, before I go back to bed, I'm gonna put my mask on and sleep with that on.
Okay. Thomas, most of your watch is uneventful. In the early hours of the morning, right as the sun is starting to think about rising, you've got the pinks and purples and oranges just in the horizon, giving a little more illumination to the world around you. You can see the dewdrops kind of glistening at this point. You hear movements from within the cottage. As you are listening in, your ears kind of twitching at any movement, you hear the opening of a door. And then you hear movement coming your direction, towards the orchards. Not specifically to you guys, but towards the orchard. And then let me see if I have a picture of this. I'm gonna go to Google. I hate Bing. Oh, this is a good one. Here
You
we
hate
go.
Bean?
Bing, the
Same.
search engine.
Oh,
I prefer.
I thought you were just saying you hated Heinz beans.
That too. I'm gonna post this. This is the gentleman that you will see. And after I post this, we will take our break. So this is who you will see coming towards you. He is a tall, thin man, long, pointy ears. His skin is almost a dark, ashy gray in coloration. Hair is white with streaks of silver and gray in it. And he has bright red eyes. He has a gentle strength when he walks. And he seems almost peaceful as he begins to enter the orchards. as he continues in. You watch as he kind of stops and cocks his head. His hand goes to his hip as his eyes begin to scan the area. Let me roll to see if he's going to see any of you guys. Alright. Bliss, I know you are up in a tree, and I should have asked. I assumed everybody else was resting on the ground in their bedrolls. Is that the case for everybody? Okay.
Probably.
Valor's kind of just resting on the, like, with his back up against the tree,
Okay.
right underneath.
Okay. Tomas, would you be up in a tree or would you be on the ground as well?
Knowing me, I'll probably be up a tree. Yeah,
Okay.
it seems in line with Thomas's.
Okay.
Vibe.
That's what I
I love
thought.
that you're like a
so.
tree climbing rabbit.
Isn't
He's
it
just allergic to
awesome?
being on ground level.
I love it. Thomas, from where you are at, you see that he sees your party members that are on the ground. Hand still at his hip. You see that I believe he has a rapier. Let me double check. Oh, he has a club. Just kidding. As he wraps his fingers around the club and pulls it out and slowly begins to step forward. And we'll go ahead and take our 10-minute break.
He dead, and he dead, and
Bye, friends! I'm just kidding. You guys will be fine.
Right, see you in 10.
Where I can play make believe and Valo's ruining it. I'm joking.
You're ruining my immersion.
Ruining my
Um,
immersion. Trying to get into the game.
Yeah. Okay. Tomas, do you say or do anything as you see this man approaching? Club out. Not readied, but out.
Oh, me?
Tomas. Did I say Valor?
Oh,
Yeah.
Tomas. I don't
Tomas.
know.
Okay. As your friends are all sleeping and you see this man approaching and you see him see them, do you say or do anything or do you just watch?
How far are they from? Like, I'm not like too far from them. Like, I'm in throwing distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw something down to them to wake them up.
Okay. Beautiful. What I will need is perception at disadvantage from those of you on the ground sleeping. So Umaril, Valor, and Karon.
So, is it so for my 2 hours of the scroll? Would that be 2 hours before I sleep or 2 hours after I sleep? Because I thought it would be 2 hours after.
Oh, I thought it was 2 before.
Okay, we can go. We can do that. So
Okay.
perception.
Yes, please at disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't even know what disadvantage means.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Beautiful.
So you want us to roll perception and disadvantage?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, you skills. There you go. Can I just roll twice, or is there a way to make it like this?
So you can roll twice, but at the bottom left of your screen, to the left of the dice, you'll see the 6 little icons there.
Oh.
The bottom left says DIS for disadvantage. The one above that is for advantage.
Got you.
Okay. Valor, you are... What are you throwing down, Thomas?
I'm just gonna have to check through my inventory, really. Something that's is like shocking enough to like.
You throw a dagger right in between my leg.
I imagine him plinking like a ball bearing off your face.
See, I was thinking like carrots.
Carrots, huh? I will fire down.
He poops out a jelly bean.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wake
I'm a
up
bit bigger
and
than that.
First.
Oh, nice. I will throw a king dagger down. You know what? I will throw a dagger down. Yeah.
Alrighty. So as you throw this dagger down, Valor, it does wake you up as it plunges and sticks into the earth next to you. And as you awaken, you see...
Wake up the Goliath by throwing knives.
Right, right. And now it's this poor guy. He's gonna think it's coming from him. But you wake up and
I love
you
this. I love every part of it.
see this man looking up at the trees. And at this point, he does bring his club to both hands, readied, and his eyes quickly dart back to you as he sees you stirring.
Baylor does like the Rocky Horror Picture Show thing where like he looks and he looks.
Okay.
Hello, good sir.
Morning. Bit uncommon to find travelers making camp beneath my trees. And he's about 20 feet out from you. Eyes still scanning the treetops. Go ahead and give me a stealth, please, Thomas.
Wait,
You
God.
and your friends run out of coin, or you prefer to sleep with the ants?
That's still 17.
These are your trees. My bad. Guys?
They're all still
Really?
sleeping except for Thomas.
I wake them up.
I was gonna say, like, I'm sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Valor will take a couple of the good berries out from his pocket, and he'll kind of like. How far are the others away from me?
How close together do you guys sleep?
Spooning. Go on, lads.
Well, I'm assuming we're.
Like, I don't spoon.
I'm assuming we're pretty close.
Well, I don't
and,
spoon.
So he'll take 2 good berries. He'll throw one at Umaril, and he'll throw the other one at Karan.
Okay. I'll say that being hit in the face by something solid but kind of squishy would be enough to at least start the process of waking you up, if not enough to wake you up fully.
You underestimate how deep of a sleeper I am. In fact, hold on. Nope, still asleep.
Okay.
I kind of like slowly plop up, looking at like the good berry that kind of hit his mask. Like, what's that for?
And then you...
We have a customer here. I lost my accent. I gotta get it back. 1 second.
Wee! Sometimes it happens. I am not a customer. This is my orchard.
I'm gonna kind of like take off my mask a little bit, squint my eyes a bit, and I'm like, apologies. We're just here for the night. We don't mean any harm. I can compensate you with some gold, perhaps, just to stay the night.
I will not begrudge a few tired souls seeking some rest, long as you respect the land and don't try to take what is not yours. Phandalin has seen its share of troubles lately. Good folks need a place to rest from time to time. And he watches his eyes narrow, and he kind of rights himself. You're not mixed up with those red brands, are you? Those thugs?
Absolutely not. Do you not see these immaculate robes? It's all kind of this navy-ish, bluish, deep cream blue type robes. It's like, don't like I'm not with those guys. Don't associate me with them.
Good. I would hate to have to kill you and taint my soil.
Well, I'm glad that we had that covered. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to bed. Yeah, we'll be out of here at first light. We appreciate it. 1,000 apologies for being here at an inconvenient time for you and kind of taking. Kind of just laying about in your archer. We mean no disrespect. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to bed. Valor, you got the rest, and I'm going back. Going back to bed.
He looks to you, Valor, and will say, "My name is Sal. Salmonella. This is my orchard, and you and your friends may finish your rest here. There's water in the well if you need it, and a dry place under the eaves if the winds pick up. Rest
Thank
well."
you. That is That is very, very kind of you. My apologies again for trespass.
And tell your
Did
friends.
any of this wake me up?
I'd say it could if you want to, and if not, this next part probably will, because he's going to kind of shout it as his eyes are still scanning the trees and not seeing
Oh,
either
okay.
you or Thomas. And tell whoever your friend is, it is not polite to throw daggers at your sleeping companions.
Oh,
How else was I supposed to get them up, huh?
Words. Words help.
I don't want you to know where I am. Sorry.
Okay, so you don't actually say that?
Oh no, I'm telling him now that I know he's
Okay.
safe, but I didn't. And I'm saying I didn't want him to know where I was.
Oh, okay. So Bliss, I would say that would kind of wake you up as they're shouting to and from to each other.
Will I check if I woke up from it?
Absolutely. I feel like you can just choose not to if you
Nope.
wanted to. All right. We got another Rick on our hands.
oh no.
Wait, what?
My other character.
Yeah, he is a bit
Heavy sleeper.
difficult to wake up in the morning. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I was asleep in the first combat too.
Very true. That is very true. He will turn and make his way back towards the cottage. And you guys that are awake and can see him now, you see that there's a bit of a limp in his walk. He favors his left leg. Slow and steady, but there's still a strength in the way that he carries himself.
So I only heard like that last little bit though. Okay, all right.
I need to change his name on the character sheet because I will forget that he is now Salmonella.
Samanila.
Salmonella. Beautiful. Is there anything that you guys would do, or do we just want to finish the rest? Any kind of conversation or anything?
Valor
I
will
will breathe
grab the
slightly.
dag. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just jokingly saying I think I would just breathe slightly since I'm still asleep. But honestly, not much
Valor-
else.
Valor will take the dagger and kind of like toss it back up so that I don't know, maybe like the handle end up to Tomas.
Got it.
You just see this furry little paw reach down and yoink.
Out of the bushes.
Okay.
Valor will also gather the good berries that he tossed.
Okay. And if there's no conversation or anything, enough time will pass that you guys complete your long rest. You guys have already been long rested in the program. And the sun begins to fully rise, illuminating the town of
I'm
Phandalin
up.
before you. You guys can hear the sounds of the town slowly coming to life. As you hear hammering coming from the smithy. You guys would be able to see some of the windows kind of open tentatively as people kind of peer out before closing them and then heading out to their destinations for the day.
Well, all right. It looks like a lovely morning. That was an interesting little visitor. We're maybe going to have to work on our stealth camping a little bit, but we'll get there. In the meantime, do we think we want to try to gather up any allies before we go storming the castle?
Allies. I think the Lord's Alliance is far too away to give any really big help, so I think we're really on our own for this one. I doubt you're gonna find a Harper or two.
We don't need a harper. We have crossbows, daggers, and magic. We'll be fine.
And 2 large meat shields.
And 2 large meat shields.
Well, all right then. It seems like we've got our work cut out for us. I say we make our way over to the secret entrance before things get before everyone gets all awake and on the ball in the morning.
Let's go.
Agreed.
And before we all head out, Valor will politely hand each of you 2 good berries.
And the
I
good
will put that in my
berries.
inventory this time.
And if
Yep,
you
2.
do have good berries in your inventory from previously, those are now gone and will be replaced by these 2.
How do I add a new item?
You have to unlock your character sheet at the top of it.
Thank you.
Yep. So you'll do that, and then you'll be able to go to the inventory, and there's a little plus button.
You said we got 2 each.
Correct.
Okay. So we are heading directly to the forested area to try and find the entrance.
I think
Yes.
so. Let's do it.
Okay. As you guys go ahead and give me a survival or investigation check, please.
And let's try to be quiet on our way over there.
Yes. Stealth is
Do my
helpful.
best. It's up to the dice gods, you know.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Which rolls did you say?
Either investigation or survival, and then a stealth check, please.
I'm equally shit at both of those.
Investigation.
But still,
I figured out how to add the D4 as a modifier.
Mm.
That's cool. Okay, so that was stealth, and then you said investigation or survival.
Or survival, yes.
whichever one's better.
God, how am I doing so bad? Like,
Isn't this
got
what you
inspiration.
do? This is what you do.
Yeah. Oh wait, don't me and Uma's got 3.
No, that didn't
don't
work
get
that time.
Inspiration for finishing long rest.
For humans, yes. Yes.
You get what again?
An inspiration for being
Or
human.
accident.
Oh yeah, 2024 human. Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
right, yes. Thank you for remembering that. I will not, so you guys will be responsible for that. Because I keep track of,
Oh,
of
shit.
the inspiration I give, so you guys are responsible for the species inspiration.
Even if that didn't work either time.
Hold on, let me go to your character sheet. Because you're saying it should be a... Oh, because you're trying to roll the d4 on top of it, or should it be a +4?
Oh no, I was trying to. I was just trying to roll the D20 check with a +4 without having to click it twice, and I thought I figured out how to do it, but I didn't.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I dragged the D4 into the modifier box in the lower left-hand corner, but
Oh.
that did not. That did not. It made it look like it would use it as a modifier, but then it didn't.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to play with that.
Like when I put it there, it like sort of shows up as a little, like, you know, those little dots on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It filled in one of the dots, and I was like, oh, it's going to use the D4 as a modifier, but then it didn't do that. But this is too much time talking about some weird
Yeah.
interface thing.
That's interesting.
It's not important.
Yeah, that makes it +0. That's really weird. Okay, so let me go through our stealth. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Stealth is 24.
Perfect. All right, stealths are overall looking great group wise. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And then survival is. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. We got
16
an
to
8. Oh,
14
13.
plus 2.
Okay. Car on your 6 tracks. You're awfully quiet though. Okay. So Karan, I feel, is just kind of floating around on the inky coils that just kind of carry him now. Between the rest of you, as you navigate your way, you have an idea of where to start looking. And actually, Karan, go ahead and give me a history check, please, because you were able to see some of this with your detect thought situation. Okay, so we'll use that rather than your investigation.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so between you and Valor and Bliss, you guys are able to lead the group into the thicket, or the dense forestry here. It is eerily quiet, save for the occasional cawing or squawking of a bird. Every once in a while there's a rustling or a snapping of a stick in the distance, but as you turn to look, you see no movement. Taking your time to be quiet and thorough. There's something that seems almost out of place. A bush that almost appears to have been placed there against the smooth-ish side of the earthen wall of this little incline. Moving forwards and kind of pushing aside the bush and the undergrowth, you see that beyond that is a dark, narrow shaft, wide enough for you guys to pass through single file. The air that kind of drifts forward is cold and musty, and it carries a scent of like old stone, wet soil, and something that's faintly metallic. And it goes on as far as you can see. There's a slight incline that seems to match the incline of the earth itself, but it continues on as far as your dark vision will allow you to see.
Single file?
Marching
Yep.
order?
I'm not the most like trap findy person, but I don't mind going first unless someone else is gonna look for traps and such.
What do you need for trap? Investigation.
More than likely, so.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a low investigation.
So did
I
you
can
want
go like second or third.
Okay.
I will go second to last. Because then there's most people in front, but someone in behind in case something goes wrong from behind.
Okay.
I'll go second to last.
Hey,
What?
that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said you're going last. Okay,
Go
I'll go
second to
last.
last. There we go.
I'll go last.
Now I have my behind shield.
All right. Tomas, did you say you were taking point?
Yeah, why not? Let's
Okay, so we've got
go.
Tomas, and then Bliss, and then Umaril, Karan, and Valor. Alrighty, and all of you guys have dark vision, correct? Anybody not have it?
I do
Hello.
not. Is it like a dark room?
It's a dark tunnel, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do like produce flames and just kind of have it holding in my hand as I kind of walk.
Beautiful.
I don't think I have dark vision.
As a Goliath, I don't believe you do either. Oh, this is gonna be
Nope.
fun. Okay. Tomas, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Moving forward.
I will light a torch
was-
though.
Worried about.
I'll give you some guidance on that.
What do I roll for guidance?
D4.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
15.
so 15. Beautiful. Okay. And let me go ahead and bring this map up. I'm going to place you guys on it, but I will share it momentarily. Putting you guys on it, you're not going to be exactly where you are on the map just because Wizards likes to cut their maps off. So you guys are going to be like on the verge of being on the map. So let me just bring this. Okay. Tomas, and then Bliss. Okay, I'm gonna kind of put you guys into it a bit, but like I said, you're not quite there yet. Oh my gosh, I have to remove Valor and put him on it. Puts you on a part of the map where I can't move you to the actual map. There we go. Alrighty. With a 15, Tomas. On high alert, your eyes scan the earthen walls and floor around you, looking for any kind of tripwires or false floorings or trigger plates, anything of the sort, anything that even remotely resembles an alarm. And taking your time to do so and moving quietly as you guys push forward through this dark tunnel. You don't see anything that indicates any kind of trap. What you do see are tracks, a lot of them, coming in and out of the tunnel you are currently in. Some appear to be average humanoid size. There are a few that are smaller, which you would recognize at this point as goblin tracks. And then there are more tracks, bigger. The imprints themselves are deeper. Go ahead and give me either a nature or a history, please.
I have one question. Is the map up or not? Because I just want to
Oh,
make sure.
I have not shared it just yet. Here, I'll go
Okay,
ahead
just
and
wanna make
share
sure.
it now.
You're all good.
Okay, 13.
Everyone's
Yeah, I don't think you would have personally encountered anything like this in your travels or your journey so far. But it is quite obvious to you that whatever left these tracks are large, heavy, and probably quite powerful. Continuing to push up towards wherever this tunnel leaves. You know that it's kind of curving slightly as it stretches beneath the hills, and the temperature will drop noticeably as you guys continue moving forward. You travel for a couple hundred yards, and then the tunnel begins to kind of widen, and you see up ahead about 50 feet maybe. There's some like crude stone archway, and just beyond that you see the flickering of flames of lights. Perception checks from everybody, please. And you guys would all see the lights just kind of teasing from a distance.
Is my perception check at disadvantage because I has no dark vision?
Not for this one because we are listening.
Oh yeah, good point actually.
I got 18 perception. I'm the head in front.
Okay, perfect. You can hear, and all of you would hear it, some just more clearly than others. What sounds almost like a soft wind blowing through a large open space. The smell of decay and mold begins to fill your senses, almost permeating your nostrils. And then, let's see, who rolled? Okay. With an 18, I think that you would hear just the faintest sound of scratching on stone.
Splendid. I turn to them. Oh, I think we found the secret hideout, guys. Looking at these tracks, there's a lot of them, and some big fellas too.
Looking at the map, you guys are about 50 feet out from where you are on the map itself.
Okay.
How would you like to proceed?
It looks as if we could go to the left, right, or forward.
Which way looks like uphill?
So
We should avoid that way.
So at
Oh, I
this,
thought we want to go that way.
at this point, as you guys kind of draw closer, and we'll say, let me move you guys back just a little bit. I'm going to kind of stack you guys up slightly. As you get to right about here on the map, you would see that it kind of opens up into almost like a cavernous area. You see that there is a large stone here, almost boulder, not quite. There is a deep chasm here that splits this area into two. There's a lot of... This appears to be an area that was carved into the earth itself, almost as though this is an unfinished part of the manor. You see that there are bits of stone walls around here that have kind of been broken down. They're a bit dilapidated. And you would see from where you're at, Thomas, that over here appears to be an open room. There are some light sources over in this area. There's some light that kind of spills out from the corners here and here.
Okay. I'm gonna edge forward.
Okay, hold on, okay, you can try moving now.
Shall I roll stealth?
If you want to be stealthy moving forward.
Should I put out my torch?
Finally, a good bloody roll.
There was nobody to us, so never mind.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm sort of edging forward.
Okay. As you do, you would hear a bit of movement coming from the other side of the stone. Scratching on stone and just on the cusp of your senses.
I turn to try and sort of hand signal something ahead.
All right, so let's. I'll also roll stealth.
Yes, please.
Valor will put out his torch and kind of grab a hold of Karan's shoulder to lead him. To lead the way.
Thank you.
Okay. And I apologize for the chaos coming from Bo in the background. Daniel just got home and he's super excited.
Umaro's feeling super arrogant right now, so he's just not gonna take out his torch
Beautiful.
unless asked to.
Okay, so you're keeping your flame in hand.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. You guys will all be able to move in. And in this area, as you've drawn closer and actually stepped foot into this open space, the smell of decay is amplified greatly. It is putrid in here, almost as if somebody had left raw meat to sit in the summer sun for weeks on end. It is very, very foul. And as you guys step forward, let me go ahead and share this. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And this picture.
Dog.
Sorry, I'm trying to bring these up. You see a bright lit green eye that peers around. Did that share for you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
It's
As
really friendly.
he kind of wraps his claws around the side of this boulder and peers out. And you see those long nailed hands kind of scrape and scratch into the stone. Thomas, I need you to make, where did it go? A Constitution saving throw from me, please.
So main.
Yeah.
As this creature's
Right side.
singular green orb locks onto you. And that continues. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a good time to get that.
Yes.
I cannot your gaze, Stephen.
So as this creature stares at you, you feel your eyes growing hot, almost as if you've had like peppers on your hands and forgot to wash them before you rub your eyes. It begins to burn momentarily. Your eyes begin to water slightly, but as you blink it away, you are able to resist this creature's gaze. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
What kind of cat is this?
As
Yes.
soon as you have one. As tradition.
Love it.
Fuck you, bro. Nah.
Yes. And then, if you guys are okay with it, we
Okay.
will wrap the session here. I know it's about 10 minutes early, but I prefer to be able to come back at the start of combat with the fresh slate rather than all of us trying to remember where exactly it is that we left off in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay.
Did you use inspiration to change your initiative?
I just did
respect
too,
it.
and it was terrible.
Not just accept the initiative like I do with my one. Every single time.
I get to go before Valor. How funny! I have a higher base roll than you. I'm joking.
Alrighty, my dears. Then that is
Combat
where...
tracker says different.
Yes. So this is where we will wrap the session. We will pick up next session at the top of round 1, not 4. This is a new fight with you guys fighting the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
that's mean to me.
Yeah.
You say one horn, but he's got a lot of spikes.
Yes, multi-spikes, one horn. For those of you that were watching the stream and hanging out and chatting, thank you so much for your support. We are aiming to be back next week at 2 p.m. Eastern, but it may be the week after, depending on how my daughter's surgery goes. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and for your support. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye! All those dice.
That was a very roll.